Yeah. So we have about 10 minutes left with you, and I want to now talk about COVID, Kiran. You have been at the front line of analyzing it, of responding to it, and your whole sort of background and your training really comes into play here, and your vast experience. Dr. Soumya Swaminathan was on the town hall earlier, and she said the worst is not over. She said people are fatigued, people are getting complacent. She said the next 6 months could be worse globally. She was talking globally, not about India. Globally, it could be worse than anything we've seen so far. What are you picking up, and what is your assessment?
So, there's good news and bad news, Barkha. The good news is we've
Yeah,
started seeing vaccines being approved, at least in many parts of the world and hopefully soon in India. I'm told it's quite imminent. So, at least we are
yeah,
going to see a vaccine calming us down and saying, okay, now we've got some hope. And I hope that by March or April, we'll get at least 4 or 5 vaccines being rolled out even in India. So I think that is very encouraging and that's very promising as well. The only thing we don't know at this stage is whether those vaccines will work and protect us for a length of time that we need to. So that's really the
yeah,
kind of anxious time that we need to wait for. So the next 6 to 9 months are going to be very crucial for us to get those readouts from various vaccines. The other thing is, of course, these vaccines are going to be staggered over time because not, you cannot just instantly vaccinate billions of people around the world. And certainly in a country like India, we cannot be vaccinating a billion people overnight. So it is going
yeah,
to take us time. So as we sort of go through that whole vaccination process, we have to be very vigilant. People cannot let their guard down. They have to mask. They have to follow the due protocols of social distancing. And I, for one, believe that we must do a lot of extra testing, extra seroprevalence. For instance, if you do find people with antibodies, then those are the people who can take a vaccine later on, right? So we need to do that kind of testing as well. So I think there is a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of precautions, and we need to be a little smarter about seeing how we go about our whole prioritization and vaccination program so that we actually keep this country safe. So I think a lot has to be done, and I think people need to be very careful because 6 months is the time I give in which people can easily see another wave erupting if we don't take
yeah.
precautionary measures.
So, I was interviewing on another program Dr. Fahim Yunus. You must be following him on Twitter. He heads the Maryland Hospital in Baltimore, and he's one of the sort of key voices on COVID. And he said that he couldn't understand why all the vaccines cost so different. His hospital is going to be taking the Pfizer jab, but Pfizer and Moderna are significantly more expensive than what we're looking to get in India, which is the Oxford Serum Institute AstraZeneca vaccine. Do you have any assessment on which vaccine you would back, that you would feel comfortable endorsing at this point?
At this point in time, it's anybody's vaccines can work or not. I can't really. Vaccines are very exciting. The jury is out there to see whether it will do the job it promises to do, right? I mean, there was a video going around saying that you can get a very strong immune response, but that doesn't guarantee you whether it's going to protect you for a long time. And if it doesn't protect you, you could actually end up getting a very severe case of COVID 19. So I think these are some of the unanswered questions. Having said
Yeah,
that, I think we must understand that in a country like India, the first vaccine that we're likely to get is the AstraZeneca vaccine. And we are also going to get the Bharat Biotech vaccine maybe a month or month and a half later. And then you're going to
yeah,
have at least 2 or 3 other vaccines. Now, each of these vaccines have their own pros and cons. Now, for instance, an adenoviral vector vaccine, you can only take it once. You can't take it again. So it better work, if you
yeah.
know what I mean. The Actually, the Bharat Biotech vaccine is one of the old technologies that does work, but will it work in COVID 19 is the question. Then you have the mRNA vaccines, which will come later on into India, possibly. But again, we don't know whether they're going to work the way they promise to. So I think right now we would just go with whatever is available. And when is, if you are in the priority list, you're likely to get the first vaccine that's approved in India. If you're not on the priority list, you get it maybe 3 or 4 months down the line, you might have a choice of a bunch of vaccines, and maybe you will get more data about these vaccines, so it gives you some kind of informed choice. So I think that's the
Yeah.
way I would look at it.